Let's get to developments coming out of Afghanistan. President Ashraf Ghani offered to recognize the Taliban as an official political party. Now, this move, in part, is part of a proposed political process Ghani says could lead to talks aimed at ending the country's 16-year-long war. For more on this, let's go to Robert Riggs, Associate Professor of Middle East Religion and Politics at the University of Bridgeport. Robert, thanks for your time today.
Thank you for having me on again.
Has this offer been extended before, the one to legitimize, we'll say, the Taliban in this way?
Not in exactly this way, although there was some talk a few years ago about including them in negotiations in a kind of informal, kind of backroom negotiation process, but it didn't seem to really go anywhere. I think that was during the Obama administration. But certainly since President Trump, there hasn't been any talk like this because from his perspective, and of course the U.S. is the largest country supporting the Afghani government, the Taliban are there just to be destroyed and defeated, right? His view is we will win this war, not just, unlike our predecessors. So no, the answer is no.
So this is something the president is doing without the blessing, we'll say, of the U.S. But let me ask you whether the people in Afghanistan would agree or accept the Taliban as a legitimate within negotiations and as a political party.
I think that a portion of the Afghani people will, because the Taliban are a part of a larger ethnic group, the Pashtun, and they make up a significant percentage of the Afghani population. And whether the U.S. likes it or not, the Taliban have come to represent the interests of a number of those populations and tribal groups in the South. So I don't think the entire country will like it. Maybe not even a majority of Afghanis will like it, but it might actually just be a political move on the part of the president. I mean, he is trying to maintain his coalition government in the face of some competitors in the north, some warlords that have been fighting against him. So I do think there's probably a segment of the Afghani population that would welcome this as a path toward peace.
Let me ask you then whether you think the Taliban will accept it, because they've made some outreach sort of in recent times as well, saying they might be ready for this.
I do think they would. I mean, for them, this is a potential path toward the keys to the kingdom, right? If they can find political legitimacy in the new Afghanistan, this is, for them, I think, a path towards power. Now, would they want absolute power like they had gained in 1996? I'm not certain. But yes, I do think that they would probably welcome this.
One more question, and that is there a clear leader for that group to make that decision? Because we know they've had sort of trouble in their leadership. They've lost leaders in recent years. So is there sort of a clear, concise leader able to make that decision?
Right. Another kind of Mullah Omar type person.
Yes.
I don't think there is yet. And that's one of the issues that the Taliban themselves are internally fractured. And, they have this continual problem from their perspective, of course, of, leaders being attacked and assassinated with drones and during the warfare with the U.S. and coalition armies. So, yeah, that's another kind of unclear problem with this entire proposal is which Taliban leaders is the president going to negotiate with?
Yeah, and who are they able to speak for? Robert Riggs, I got to leave it there, but thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much.